Farley Earl Granger Jr. born on the 1st of July 1925 in California into a well-to-do family. His father, Farley Earl Granger Sr. owned a car dealership, Willys Overland. They often spent their holidays at their beach house. However, following the stock market crash in 1929, they had to sell their homes and most of their belongings and move into an apartment above the family business. Following the financial setback and loss of their status, both parents started to drink heavily. One night, they drove off to Los Angeles and settled into a small apartment in a seedy part of Hollywood, holding down various jobs. Farley Sr.'s job allowed him to put a down payment on a house. His neighbor advised him to take his son to a local theater where auditions were being held. Farley's London Cockney accent impressed the director, who then cast him in several roles. Farley auditioned for Samuel Goldwyn, and Goldwyn signed Granger to a 7-year contract. His first movie was The North Star, which was criticized and savaged as being Soviet propaganda. Farley's next movie was The Purple Heart, 1944. After this movie, Farley enlisted in the United States Navy. Whilst sailing, he suffered from seasickness and was admitted to a hospital for several days of rehydration. He spent the remainder of his military career on shore. Whilst working on shore, Granger worked in a unit that were working with Army Special Services run by an actor who arranged entertainment for the troops in the Pacific. Here, Farley met the entertainers Bob Hope, Rita Hayworth and several others. During his naval stint in Honolulu, Farley experienced his first sexual experiences and discovered he was attracted to both men and women. Farley returned to civilian life. His parents had reduced their alcohol intake and were more civil to each other. Goldwyn increased Farley's salary and bought him a Ford coupe. He was introduced to Saul Chaplin and his wife Ethel, who became Farley's lifelong mentors. Through Saul and Ethel, Farley met several more actors and actresses. He was cast in a movie They Live by Night, 1948 with Kathy O'Donnell. When the movie was almost completed, RKO Radio Pictures was bought out. The movie lay in limbo for a couple of years and only shown privately. One of the people who saw it was Alfred Hitchcock. Farley was summoned to discuss the movie, Rope with Alfred Hitchcock. Whilst there, Granger met Arthur Laurent. Granger and Laurent went on to have a romantic relationship for about a year. The movie Rope brought mixed reviews, but people were impressed by Farley's acting. In November 1949, Farley, who had 2 years to go on his contract with Goldwyn, signed a new 5-year contract. Despite some of his failed Broadway experiences, Farley went on to focus on theater. There, he became friends with Robert Calhoun, a production supervisor, and the two soon became lovers. They moved to Rome, where Farley continued acting. In 2007, Farley published the memoir, Include Me Out, co-written with Robert Calhoun, where Farley discusses his private life and career. On the 27th of March 2011, Farley died of natural causes aged 85.